How do you feel? You're. It's later than we usually do it. And
Yeah.
we were really tired earlier.
Well, I was just, feeling the hangovers. I'm tempted by a beer. I'm on the fence if I'll do it or not.
I'll go get you one right now.
No. I'm cool, but maybe after.
Yeah, we'll watch a movie or something.
Yeah, I might make burritos or something crazy.
Yeah, you made it through dry January. Yeah.
No, I did not. No, I did not. I made 17 days.
That's not bad.
That's something.
Yeah. I mean, what was it that finally drove you over?
Nothing.
Yeah.
The least temptation possible.
Yeah.
I think it was Skate's friend's birthday.
Yeah.
And I go, well, I have to have a couple.
Yeah.
I go, what the hell?
Was that karaoke?
No, well, they did karaoke, but I met up with them at a bar
Oh,
after.
that's
I actually
fun.
met them at Cidercade, dude.
You like Cidercade?
Cidercade's so fun.
No, I
Video
like
game.
it. I've taken some dates.
Yeah, but my problem is that it's fucking cider themed, which is the grossest beer on earth, and the beers are too expensive.
I don't mind cider.
Cider's yucky.
I do remember though there was a
It's soda. It's like drinking it tastes like apple juice with vodka. It's gross.
Yeah, I mean like
Vodka juice.
What is it like? The Angry Orchard is pretty gross. It just tastes like
Disgusting.
apple juice.
Disgusting.
Yeah, no, I don't like it. But there was a period in college where I had certain friends that didn't like beer, to which I was kind of an
Chicks?
asshole about it. No, like guy friends, and I'd call them chicks. And
Oh yeah.
yeah.
You got it.
Which is, it's like
we had like a
emasculating or
good
whatever.
50. One time we were having a party and my friend brought not your dad's root beer and we laughed at him for 10
Yeah.
minutes. We laughed in his face.
The only
for
acceptable
10
one
straight
is
minutes.
Hard Mountain Dew.
Hard Mountain Dew's cool.
Yeah. I don't mind like a seltzer or something. So
Yeah, High Noon or whatever is not as some reason they got around the that's for chicks thing. It
yeah.
still kind of is, but it's like if you see a dude with a White Claw, you're not like gay.
No, I mean it's totally like a a made up.
Of course.
It's a box us men put ourselves in
Yeah.
and shit. But there is like a part in my soul that's like, if you drink beer, or if you don't like beer, you're like a pussy.
Yeah. Well, I think anyone it's so funny. I love him to death. But Dayton one time he would drink IPAs because he was broke, and his logic was like, oh, if I just buy like a Voodoo Ranger, it's like 10% alcohol and they're like $5 or
I
whatever.
remember specifically that era of my life.
So we're hanging out with him, we're drinking them, and he's got his like tall boy IPA, and he takes a sip and he goes, oh yeah, what's going on? we just made yucky faces.
Yeah.
He was getting drunk, making yucky faces all night.
I mean, I make yucky faces a lot. I hate to bring up cocaine so much on the podcast, but anytime I
Imbibe.
yeah, well, anytime I allegedly do cocaine,
Yeah.
mom and dad.
Not your
the
every time your friend does
and
it.
then I love smoking cigarettes on
Yeah.
blow. I feel
friend
like an
does.
asshole even saying this, but my throat, I immediately start
Start
gagging.
gagging, yeah.
A lot, and I always try to hide it from people. They'll be having a normal conversation, and they're like, yeah,
Yeah, the drip makes you gag.
the drip and the smoke, yeah,
A combination of those.
yeah, but I don't mind it.
Yeah,
It's
of course
weird.
not.
I think that's the issue. Is like last night we were having a little fun, and I end up smoking like
9 cigarettes.
12 cigarettes. Yeah,
I did that with the same thing with Zins. I go through, if I'm just having a day, I go through probably 60% of a Zin, so like 9 of them, 10 of them, something like that.
yeah,
And so I basically have to buy one like every other day or something
Mhm.
like that.
Yeah,
That's
that's me
the
with
crux
6.
of it. I bought one last night before I started drinking at 9 p.m. and I'm out of them. I was out of them this morning. I was like, "Fuck! I did all those.
Mhm. Did
I
you-
gave some away.
did
but
you
like,
allegedly hit
not
bag?
that many? No, I didn't.
Because there is a sensation thing that's similar to Molly in a way, where if you get a little gacked out, I just start rubbing my fingers.
Oh, yeah,
and,
yeah.
like my
You're gurning.
I start biting the fuck out of my
Yeah.
gums and shit. Yeah.
No, you're gurning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's good to have something to suck on, like a big black penis.
A big ginger cock.
A big ginger or
A
black.
freckled penis.
Yeah,
Is your
big
penis freckled?
No, man. You're only everybody asks you that.
I want to know.
People in line at the fucking store.
I want to have
They
something
go, you
to
got
picture.
freckles on it or what? I go, please, miss, leave me alone.
Yeah.
You got freckles on that
It's a
fucking
12-year-old.
thing?
It's a Girl Scout.
It's
Girl
a
selling Girl Scout cookies.
Yeah. What's up? Yeah, and it's like only the sun causes that.
Yeah.
So look, I mean, I don't even have them on the underside of my arm.
Yeah, and I can see your little
Little
armpit
farmer's
hairs.
tan.
Yeah. Oh, you look fire, dude. Give it a little sniff, dude.
We're gonna get 10,000 views for fetish freaks.
Yeah. That was
lickers.
Michael Good's
Yeah,
strategy.
that was his strat. Was feet.
Let's take the dogs out.
It'll be like, socks.
But no, we were up pretty late last night, like 3 o'clock or something.
Yeah.
When we went to bed. I had this thought
We
recently.
had a good drunk yap.
Yeah, I
We
had
had a
this.
good yap sesh.
Did you think I was visibly like a little speeded out?
No.
Because
I was so hammered, dude. I couldn't think about anything.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it was just I
was thinking Joe's talking. Wait till I talk.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say something so cool.
I'm gonna be deep as fuck.
I'm gonna be way deper than Joe.
Well, I think when I
He's gonna talk about the news. I'm gonna talk about God. I'm gonna win.
Yeah.
I win. I woke up skate at 4 a.m. I said, I bested him, dear.
Yeah,
he was bested in a game of wits.
You bring up God, I go, I'll bring you. Be here now.
By Eckhart Tolle.
Yeah. No, that's Ram Dass.
Tolle. Oh, is that Be Here Now?
Yeah, but
all these guys say the same fucking thing.
That's it.
All these dork ass white. I hate these white Buddhists.
Yeah, you don't think
Crack
it's cool?
ass Buddhists.
You do kind of have to get over when you get into like Alan Watts and stuff, but I mean, it's the acceptance of their function is
Alan
not
liver failure Watts.
Yeah, dude, he got pussy though.
Alan cirrhosis Watts.
Yeah, Alan attachment is the root of suffering, and he gets a lot of pussy and he's an alcoholic.
He's a pussy addict, alcoholic guy.
Yeah, you can be a Buddhist and a swag lord at the same time. But their role is to that they're accessible to white people. That is like why they.
Well, they're trying to bring it over.
Yeah, and they were somewhat successful back in that era.
I think Huxley's cooler.
Yeah, well, he was an author. Yeah.
Yeah, it's easier. I don't know.
He wasn't really.
It feels
like
less goofy when it's I don't know. I don't listen to a lot of those guys, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know who I think is a real charlatan is fuck, what's his name?
Eckhart Tolle?
No.
Eckhart Tolle, I remember
probably
watching him and being like, I don't like this guy.
I don't like him.
He's like, let's be silent for a minute.
No, Rick Ruben.
Yeah, he's a bit of a charlatan.
He's a scam artist.
I don't actually know from what I can tell is just his name being on all of those records is enough to be like he knows what he's doing. But definitely the guru persona is a bit much.
Yeah, what happened is like some guy it feels like a psyop or something. Like he just convinced everyone he was a guru, and that's good enough to be a guru. Especially like I think you just play on like artistic insecurities and stuff.
Well, you hear stories about because I mean his whole thing, which is stupid, is he creates a vibe. He's not on the ones and twos, but he creates the vibe for.
I'd be
artistic.
like, get lost, Ruben. You're not getting points on the record.
Yeah,
like,
but then you
go scram,
yeah.
Ruben. You're not getting points on the record.
I don't know if this is true. This might be bullshit, but apparently like he had the Strokes like plug up all their stuff and go to the beach and then play to the ocean.
I mean, can you imagine being in the? I'd go, fellas. If I was on the drums,
you have a aversion to any of that BS. You know, well, you don't get swept up in the whimsy of anything.
Yes, I do. Look at my shit, bro. I don't get swept up in whimsy. That's Mofu-san. I don't get swept up in whimsy. Suck my dick.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
Yeah,
like anytime somebody's like, "Let's take our shoes off," and
oh my
you know,
god,
yeah.
I was ready to swing on some motherfuckers in Brooklyn.
Yeah. Oh, that was like the worst place you could possibly have been.
I mean,
because all those. Well, I think there's a word that I find very annoying when it's thrown around too much, but performative is basically what we're talking about.
They love. Yeah, there was this time we were all. This was in. Maybe I shouldn't tell this story, but it is pretty funny to me. I won't name names, but we were all out to eat, like a bunch of comedians. So we all like planned this dinner. It was like 20 comedians all eating out. Mm-hmm. And this person, they stand up and they go, before we eat, we should do like a mindfulness exercise about eating. And everyone goes, boo! And they start like throwing napkins. Yeah. They're like, shut up!
Yeah. I mean, I think.
Fuck you! Yeah. It's like so funny to me.
Well, I think there's a gendered thing going on there too of like, I think if it were like a room of women, they'd be like, let's do it.
Oh,
you know?
yeah, of
and
course.
then I think especially comedians, any
worst.
amount of earnest like
well,
stuff like that is shot down.
Shut up!
Yeah. That's gay is thrown around almost too much.
Yeah,
where I'm like,
not everything's gay.
Yeah, well, I had friends in
Really?
college who shut the
yeah.
fuck up, bitch.
Slam dunk.
No, I had friends
the
in college that were hippie types, and they were like, like that guy Vince, who I think
Yeah.
you met. He's a very odd guy, but he was like running some exercises with us and
Yeah.
stuff, and like I have the capacity to be like, let me play along with this and get into it, and like
whenever I'm in those places, I just want to leave pretty badly.
Yeah.
I start squirming.
Well,
or
it's sort of like a facilitated
a
vulnerability. Almost.
Right, which
it's
is
like let's all sit around and be.
But it is like creepy guru shit, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's the same thing that Wild Wild Country guy was doing. He was getting everybody to fuck in a room.
Wild Wild Country guy.
You don't remember Wild Wild Country?
No.
The guys, they bought up all that land in like Oregon or whatever, and then the guy was like, he had 1 million Rolls Royces. He was like an Indian guy, and he just tricked a bunch of white guys into thinking he was like God.
Yeah.
And there's a documentary about him called Wild Wild Country.
I mean, if you give me some ass, I'll believe somebody's God.
I know. It's like,
well, there was very popular.
Like the evil version is just Manson. Like it's the same thing.
Yeah, no, I mean that's how people get into cults and stuff. Is like you all get in a
creepy.
room and you fucking cry together.
Yeah,
and
maybe I've seen too many movies or something, but.
Well, it's a danger. I mean, really, I think you see different versions of it now, but it was very popular in the 60s and 70s of like those retreats that rich people would go to.
Oh, yeah.
To like, solve. It's like the new agey kind
new
of
age.
shit. Yeah. And there is something very like class oriented with that. It's the same thing you have now of people who just get enough money that they're like, let me do peyote and figure out my life. I can afford enlightenment now.
Yeah, well, it's like ayahuasca retreats to Peru and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's interesting because if you're poor, you can't possibly.
No,
like,
you don't have time to fucking.
You have no time to worry really.
Yeah.
That or it's like your all your time is spent like getting your basic needs met, and then if you have those needs met and you're like just unhappy and just sort of like bored, then like it can seem like an appealing whatever. I was thinking about this the other day. Is sucking a black dick versus a white dick, and which I liked better, and I couldn't decide it. I said it's like really like apples and oranges.
I was gonna say vanilla and chocolate.
It's like vanilla and chocolate.
Yeah,
really the best when you mix them together. I can give me that swirl. I want that swirl. Give me that shout scream swirl.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about. I was like. I don't know. There was something like I'm kind of. This is maybe up my own ass, but I made myself laugh because I was like really fraught and worried about things I knew were trivial, and it was I don't know. Just my mood was really bad, and like I left an SD card at home, and I was genuinely like pissed.
Yeah.
And I like punched the roof of my car, and I was like being crazy.
Yeah, you were in Maya.
What?
You were stuck in Maya.
I was stuck in Samsara and Maya and other chicks who I fucked. And I fucking, and then I'm like, this is like so stupid. And then I thought, if I had God in my life, would I do this? And then I was like, no. And then I was like, maybe I should try that. And then I was like, I said out loud, nah. I'm just driving by myself.
I don't see that. I mean, plenty of God-fearing men getting fucking trapped and go, fucking shit, fuck.
Yeah, but if you were like really, like if you were a down-ass bitch about it. If you were pious,
well, yeah. I mean,
if you were pious,
if you were enlightened,
not even enlightened, but just like really fucking gave a fuck about it.
Yeah.
If you like could worry about like you get pissed off about your SD card, and then in your fucking heart that Jesus Christ loves you.
Well, we were talking about this.
It would have to alleviate some anxiety.
Yeah. Well, we were talking about this yesterday. I actually probably would say that is giving a little bit too much credit to
religion.
Just I mean, it's even. When religion was really normal and everybody was generally religious and there were pious people,
right.
I don't think they're any, I don't think they're not getting mad ever.
Yeah, it's more like a monk or something.
Well, and part of the whole spiritual journey is acceptance of what is, including getting mad about the SD card.
Yeah.
It's like, this is what it is. It's not, it's even the suggestion of like, if I had God or if this was different is sort of like its own trap.
Yeah.
It's like there is no if. It's just like I don't have an SD card.
Yeah, or God in my heart. Neither are there.
Yeah.
There's an SD card size hole in my heart.
Yeah. No, you realize that what you really have is in front of you the whole time. It's a freckled penis.
Shitty car.
Yeah, it's a shitty car.
It's a car that keeps breaking down and no SD card. And no money.
Yeah. No, but yeah, well, I had some fucking thread and then I just lost it. But
sorry, I got distracted by my SD card story.
Yeah, no, it's because we were talking about that yesterday of Yeah, just accepting what is versus what isn't. I mean, were you saying that you're also like recently, ever since you got off the SSRIs, you've been a little more
Emotional.
a little more emotional?
Yeah,
sensitive?
definitely. I've been like prone to like these depressive episodes or whatever you want to call them.
Melancholy.
I've been melancholic.
Mm-hmm.
I need bloodletting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm like, dude, I was talking to Skate about it. I was like, I'm on my period. I don't know what.
Mhm.
I'm literally on my boy period right now. I'm sorry. Like, just that depressive thing where everything's difficult for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, X thing that is normally very easy is a literal chore. I'm like,
Yeah.
ugh.
Oh, that's a depressive symptom.
Yeah, it's very annoying.
Yeah, it's so funny to be annoyed by depression.
Oh, so annoying.
Yeah.
It's very annoying.
Yeah.
It's an annoying. I was talking about that with our old pal Jimmy, and I forget. I think it was me. I was probably just talking about me because that's all I talk about. But I was saying like angry people are like depressed, or like irritable people are just depressed. Like,
Yeah.
I think a lot of people don't understand that. They think, oh, what a grouch or something. But I'm like, no, he's like so sad. Like that guy's so sad because I'm just getting pissed off over nothing. Thankfully I have like a personality that doesn't take it out on other people too much. Except for you.
You should, dude. Just take it out on Skate.
I should start screaming at it.
Yeah.
I left my SD card at home, and so I just come home and I go, "You fucking asshole."
Yeah.
And then, so I was like, it's such a weird symptom of being depressed.
Mm-hmm.
Being cranky. I'm like, I'm
well,
a cranky.
it's crankiness. I mean, I've never had like a bad spell of like can't get out of bed.
No, I've never had
life
that.
is an arduous experience thing. You know, I've always struggled way more with just kind
Anxiety.
of neuroses and anxiety than I have.
That's my bag too.
Yeah, because I think a common misconception is like depressed people are like crying all the time, which I don't think is.
No, I think they're just kind of gray.
Well, it's when life sort of ceases to be meaningful in any way.
Well, it's
right?
anhedonia. It's no pleasure.
Yeah.
Pleasure's impossible.
I would hate to not experience any fucking pleasure, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, we were on some bullshit last night
Imagine
talking
getting
about
fucked
gratitude.
in the ass and just not even feeling it, not even caring.
I actually couldn't imagine
Like,
that.
can you imagine getting fucked? It just doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
It's a gay, depressed guy getting fucked in the ass. He's like, doesn't even feel good anymore.
Yeah, fuck. He's just sitting there on the bed getting railed out and just thinking about other things.
Just fucking 8 inches inside of him. He's just like, should really.
I need a BMW.
I'd be happy if I had a BMW.
Yeah.
BMW. That's the ad. That's it. That's the ad.
Yeah.
Mad Men. Getting fucked in your ass and feeling nothing, but you're just because you're thinking about the BMW.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the ad.
But even in your melancholic state, you're still able to have a good time, right?
Yeah, no, it's very minor. It's very.
Yeah.
It's also like.
I get my period sometimes.
I get my boy period, dude. But it's been chill. I've been better lately. It was more a couple weeks ago, really.
Mhm.
I seem to be on the mend.
Yeah.
So I'm chilling. I'm Jay chilling.
Yeah, I fear laziness, I think, recently, of just, like, I work a lot more now, so I want to come home and do nothing.
Yeah, of course.
And the job's been chill, but, you know, it's, I think also when you're doing work and you have, like, a lot of work and it's, like, annoying and you're out there all day and it's, like, hard.
Yeah.
Us boys begin on our period sometimes.
Oh,
and
for sure.
yeah.
That's the source of boy period.
Yeah, nobody's ever been a dickhead, but you can always tell by how quiet it gets, by how nobody's talking, and you know, you really have to be good. Because I could see how people could be annoying motherfuckers on a construction site.
Yeah, of course.
Where you're pissed off and tired.
I don't want to do that. Yeah,
well, there's I don't want to do this, and then it's like the guy who's even too chipper. You know, it's like making jokes when you're like, bro.
Everyone else is miserable.
Yeah. Where it's like not the time.
Yeah.
And you just have to be
Not
aware.
reading the room.
Yeah, you have to just be aware of where everyone's at.
Yeah.
I do think though it's been nice though to actually do something at my job and you know, like work as opposed to jobs I really like didn't give a shit about. You know, where it was just like easy and nonsense. I didn't do anything. Like this job has made me feel a little bit more of like, you know,
A sense of pride.
just a little bit more like I have to be competent and,
yeah.
focus for longer periods of time. And, you know, and I think just wearing a uniform feels better. And you kind of, you know, you're out in the construction site.
You're wearing a hard hat.
You're wearing the hard hat. And I think I've always found something very beautiful about construction sites.
Yeah.
In a weird way I mean, the way they look is insane sometimes, of like the giant mounds of dirt and huge machineries that look like fucking, you know, stegosauruses or they're just like these giant things lifting up like forklifts. And I'm like, this is crazy.
I always feel like fucking Kodak.
Mm-hmm.
Let me drive the boat. Every time I see a crane, I'm like, let me drive the boat.
Yeah.
You do get the urge to just like play with heavy machinery?
No, I actually get a little bit like, I gotta be careful. I'll fucking die.
Yeah, that's true. I guess not so much like a giant crane, but I'll look at like just like a backhoe or something. You know, like what's the brand?
The
yellow
I know what
ones.
you're talking about.
Why am I blanking on this? Whatever, just one of those fuckers.
Yeah.
Caterpillar? I don't remember.
I don't know.
But like, just one of those goddamn motherfuckers. Just pick up a big ass rock.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Yeah.
That'd be fun as hell.
No, I mean there is something sick about it. That was that conversation you had with Skate, right? Where you were like, have you ever had? Do you think this is cool?
Yeah. She doesn't think I'm as cool. I revert to being like 4 years old. I'm like, truck.
Yeah. Yeah. Dirt.
Dirt, truck. Truck, dirt.
But this is something I need to get over, is I am a little scared of heights.
You got like lightheaded. I mean, that's physiological. That's hard to, you know what I mean? Like,
well, it wasn't lightheaded, but it was like intense fear. It was like my hands clam up and like I sense, like it's like
you had to sit.
Oh yeah, I had
Big Bend.
I wasn't passing out or anything, but I sat as like a anchoring to the ground.
Yeah,
kind
there's
of way.
there's something very ironic about like, I'm up on this high hill, I might faint. Because you're scared of falling.
Yeah.
And faint. It's the most stupid evolutionary thing.
I mean, when we were in Big Bend, I really had the thought of
killing all of us and running away,
pushing
Billy.
Tony off of the waterfall.
Yeah, watching him scream and echo through the canyon.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, but no, it's I just have the image over and over of like just seeing in my head like slipping on a rock and falling, or like, you know.
Oh yeah.
And I think on the site I will need to just do it anyway.
Just do it anyway. Intrusive thoughts.
Yeah, which I think is evolutionary. It's my body telling me, like, don't
worry about that.
Don't be up here.
You should worry about that.
Yeah.
It's a reasonable thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty fine with heights. Yeah. I got they're like little adventure boys. I'm like, all right, chill the fuck out. Like, I'm fearful in the sense of like, I'm not going to do that, but I don't get like woozy.
Yeah.
They're like climbing the side and I'm like, brother. I ended up doing it, but when they just hop down through the little crevasse
insane,
onto like the
I was never that kid either that was like throwing caution to the wind. No.
I had a friend who thought he was Spider-Man after he saw Spider-Man 2001.
I mean, I remember when parkour became
parkour.
a verb back in the day.
Remember my fat ass, like, this can't be a trend, please.
Yeah.
All my friends are doing
I
backflips.
practiced at least once at the park.
Yeah.
I was jumping off of slides and shit, yeah.
Hell yeah. Doing that thing where you push off the side, you do a little sidey push.
I was trying to do a gainer and just like completely ate shit in front of no one and made sure that nobody saw it.
Yeah.
But now that we're talking about Big Bend, I remember the thread that I lost earlier. Can we go back to the theme from before?
Fine. Jesus.
When we were talking about the kind of facilitated sincerity thing with with those like kumbaya moments where people are really trying to, guys, let's connect right now. Yeah, everybody connect.
Let's all make eye contact for 30 seconds and say the worst thing we've ever done to someone. Yeah. Have you ever had someone earnestly ask you that question? What's the worst thing you've ever done? I'm like, get the fuck away from me.
Yeah, if my
mother
asked
me
joke,
that, I wouldn't say.
Yeah.
They've been like, what? Let's say something awful. Like, they're being serious at a party. I'm like, get lost.
Because you can picture me saying that ironically.
Yes.
Everybody say the worst thing they've ever done. Yeah.
No. I don't understand.
Yeah, but what I thought of when we were talking about that, of like that kind of like when people have the tendency to be like to kind of force that vulnerability and is also very supportive of each other.
Yeah.
You know, that girl who was like,
creepy.
let's do this eating exercise before we start. Yeah. And there's an environment where people would all be like, let's all do it. And like,
sounds fun.
It reminds me of on the drive back to Big Bend when I mean, you know, these guys are just open as fuck, but like, you know, Billy and Tony were sharing some very intense
vulnerable
childhood trauma. We were all hearing it, just kind of laughing and not even really acknowledging
how intense
it wasn't even really a thought in our minds of the word trauma. It was just like guys sharing these stories.
We're opening up.
Some of it's funny just because of how crazy it is. And,
but and the way they say it, they're funny guys.
Yeah, they're funny guys, but they're very matter of fact. And
that's kind of what's so funny.
It was so matter of fact, but also if you look at it from the outside, so kind of such a if that was in a movie, you'd be like, holy shit,
that'd be
what a character revelation or whatever. Yeah. But it was just guys just fucking.
If that was in a movie, there'd almost be a part of me. If you got to set that up, like that has to be, because if it's, it might seem like it came out of nowhere on paper.
Yeah. Well, I was just imagining.
There's all this context. We've known each other for some of us. We've known each other for like 5-10 years.
Yeah. Yeah, but I was imagining a scenario in which
we just spent a weekend with no cell phones, doing nothing but talking and looking at the stars for like 48 straight hours.
And they're also just open guys. They're just like,
and they're not like shameful in that way.
Yeah, but I was imagining a scenario in which there would be other people, like they would imagine stuff like that being really built up, and it's like a kumbaya moment. And whatever. And then everybody's going, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry that happened." Like there was no necessity for any of us to be supportive.
Right.
It was
right. That's cool.
I like that. I mean, I just thought it was fascinating to like just.
It's the most interesting thing you could possibly hear about people.
Yeah,
that kind of shit.
Yeah, and no sense of performance is also what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that stuff, but I like their ability to share it.
Yeah. No, I like the ability to share it, and I like the ability to laugh at it, and like comedy and yada yada.
Yeah. Hold on. Yeah. No, that stuff's good.
Mm-hmm.
That stuff's good.
I mean, do you feel like, because when I was in college, definitely liked those moments of like, those late night talks and those like, where you're like a bunch of new friends in college. And you're just like staying up all night, just like fucking yapping about your deepest, darkest whatevers and like sharing your like newly formed thoughts on the world and stuff. And I think that stuff still does happen. I don't even notice it though. It's not like I'm not as like oh my God,
romantic.
Yeah. It's just, and it's also there's more drugs involved now. I had the thought recently of like those kind of like late night conversations about free will and like the nature of reality.
Yeah.
I was like, why don't those happen anymore? And then I go, oh yeah, they do. It's just at 6 a.m. and I'm strung out.
I don't remember a fucking word anybody said.
Yeah, I was just nodding.
But in college, they were like pot fueled.
Mm-hmm.
I think now it's like booze. It's a little, it's a little.
And like deep conversations don't feel as important as they used to.
Yeah.
It just kind of, it's just it feels more just like talking and
it feels more like talking. I also think there's this assumption that like you're going to learn something valuable potentially by those conversations, and you just have enough of them and you're like, I don't know if you really learn much.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's like maybe once every 20 times you do that, you get like one little nugget that you remember.
Yeah. And then you end up just,
the rest of it's garbage.
You end up getting an anecdote that you just repeat later to some girl that's kind of disinterested.
Yeah. You walk up to a strange girl at a bar and you're like,
yeah, but there's a cumulative effect. It's like long, extended, good conversations with some laughs and like you're really sharing stuff and like figuring stuff out. Like those are fun, but nothing is really life changing. It's a accumulation of all these moments that
it's also
brings you closer together and gives you new things to think about.
It's also just good practice for being happy.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you should have long talks with your friends. It makes you feel good.
Yeah.
And if nothing else, that's worth it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. It's just fun.
I mean, the most depressed people on earth have no talks with nobody.
Yeah. They just play video games.
They play video games and goon, which is cool.
Yeah. No, that's a great life.
Which is pretty sick.
Yeah.
Kind of objectively sick.
Mm-hmm.
But.
And the more experiences you accumulate, I do notice myself, like, at least with writing, I'm like, oh, I can see why it takes a long time to like write great shit, because you do just collect more experiences and like people to like draw from.
Yeah. That is the cool thing about writing. I think, gonna timestamp. I'm gonna quote David Foster Wallace. Just get a quick timestamp.
Just delete it later.
Took 29 minutes. That's a record. That's the longest we've ever gone without mentioning David Foster Wallace. But he said he liked writing because you get to write about. He liked writing fiction because you could use anything you've ever learned.
Yeah.
I'm like, that is cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and well, it's also, I've noticed, it's like there's all this stuff, all these stories and all these kind of like things I think about life that I have kind of like grasped in my arms, and I've definitely dropped a bunch of shit over the years.
You just forget.
Just forgotten, like, I'll read old writing and I'm like, oh, interesting that I thought that, or like interesting that I had such a, like, I do not remember that experience or that thought or that like
I skimmed an old diary entry. Because I'm like a break in case of emergency diary guy. I'm not really like a consistent journaler, but if I'm like just pent up full of tons of fucking crap, and I just feel horrible.
Yeah, you're just collecting a document of all of the most anxious times in your
exactly.
life.
Yeah, I was thinking about that because I felt horrible, and I started meditating, and I realized how quickly I was thinking, and I didn't. It's hard to notice.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Well, that's
not like I'm being a genius thinking quick. I mean, literally, it's just like and I realized it had almost turned into like a hum.
Mm-hmm.
And it was kind of creepy. Yeah. To the point it was just like.
I mean, that's what the point of the practice is to notice.
And I was like, holy fucking Christ, that's going on right now. It's like loud as shit in here.
Mm-hmm.
And anyway, so then but that's the only time when I fucking journal. It's like when it's like.
Yeah,
the alarms are going.
But are you in your journal? Are you particularly like manic or like fucking like like all is lost and?
I just write down how I feel.
Yeah.
I think last time I did it, I was because it's just such a like that's because it's such a that hum is such an annoying mix of like 9 negative thoughts all going on at the same time.
Yeah,
I'm trying to parse them out and like.
And it does help to be able to form them into something coherent.
Yeah, and then I read them back and I go, that's kind of bullshit.
Yeah, because you have these thoughts and they're kind of leaving you with the feeling, but there's no real connection. You don't really even understand what's going on and what the feeling is. So writing it down helps you kind of like articulate it.
Yeah, I should probably do it as a practice because it works for me every time.
Yeah, well,
it's like batting 1,000.
Yeah,
I never feel worse. I always feel better.
Well, and I end journal entries often with kind of like a self-helpy like.
All right, that one's dead.
Where I end the journal like after all this neuroses being like and here's what
I can do.
Here's what I'm grateful for. Here's what this and that always makes me feel better.
Yeah.
I've got a journal that I've been writing in like a document for the past like 4 or 5 years. And it's interesting to
double.
It's interesting to look back on because one, my diary is full of me like like it's like a thing and then analysis and then like I'm always saying over the past 4 years like, but I probably won't even remember that, or I probably sound stupid right now. I'm like writing to my future self.
Self-conscious, yeah.
And when I look back on it, that's the stuff I don't like. I'm like, why are you being so self-conscious? Yeah. And whenever I do say something real, I'm like, that's actually the part that's cool. Like, stop apologizing to me, Joe. You're fucking fine.
It's not going anywhere.
I think it's just a tendency I have to just try really so hard to be self-aware at all times.
Yeah,
and to
of course.
like for everyone to know that I'm aware of everything, you know?
Yeah.
Like which makes it hard to be like fully sincere sometimes because I'm so like, it gives you a sense of irony and also like a self-consciousness.
Well, they're like kind of blocks. In trains of thought.
Yeah, it's like apologizing.
You have to stop each way.
Yeah.
And diagnose everything or analyze everything.
And the other thing which we touched on in our conversation last night was the fact that like Lexi, when I was 20 years old, you remember her, dyed my hair.
Yeah.
Month-long situation.
Yeah.
Really no impact on my life or who I am now other than the fact that I had pink hair is like, a funny anecdote. And yet in this diary, I'm like, just so heartbroken over it and whatever. Yeah. And I'm making all these realizations about life. I went on this trip and I was like, about being present and like, how I love my friends and all this stuff. And then I just forgot about that. And years later, it was like during cancer or something, wrote another diary entry where I'm learning all this stuff and like making all these declarations about life. And then I went back to the first. I'm like, oh, I'm saying basically the exact same thing.
Yeah.
So you learn a lesson and then you forget it and then you learn it again. Yeah.
Or maybe it's just integrated in you and stimulus brings it out.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's really because those revelations. Yeah. I mean, they happen and some of it kind of sinks in, but then you just go on with your fucking life.
Yeah. But then
it's not like any piece of wisdom sticks with you at all times.
I wonder if it stays in. Some stuff stays in.
Well, that's what people ask about cancer is like, did going through that, I don't know if it change you or like there's almost just an assumption that because people say this to me, which I just always disagree with, but try to do it in a polite way where they go, like, you've lived so much more than other people your age or whatever. And I'm like, I really think I haven't. Like, or they're almost like placing on me this like wisdom or experience or like, you're so like, you've lived this life.
There's like aspects of that are true and then aspects that aren't.
Yes.
Because
I don't
my
feel
impression
special
of it, at least like outside looking in is the sort of like sympathy I would feel for you would be around the halting of your life and the inconvenience.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's the opposite of experience, something you're actually being
denied
a lot.
I felt stunted in a way because I was in and out of the hospital, not working, not just being sick.
Right, you just
where all of my friends
you had to be sick for a year and a half, 2 years or whatever. It's like, well, there's a lot of shit you could have done that you didn't do.
Yeah, like getting a full-time job or something, or like whatever my friends were doing that they kind of grew up a little bit. I was just like
that, or like I don't know, just literally anything. Dude.
Yeah,
going to the fucking movies without going to the bathroom to puke.
Yeah. There were parties I missed. And, just felt shitty, like because I couldn't go because I was fucking.
Or just
sick.
Like facing dire consequences for otherwise perfectly fine things to do. You know? Yeah. Like you went to a concert and were like violently ill because you went to a concert.
Yeah, that exact thing happened.
Yeah, exactly. So
and then I lost my hair at the concert.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just a nightmare.
No, there were. I mean, it was like a dozen nightmare scenarios I could point to within that year.
So that's where you get the thing. That's what they're talking about. It's like you've lived a bunch of nightmares.
Yeah, but I think
that's great.
Yeah, and I don't blame them. I don't blame them for assuming that. But there is the only sort of misconception I would dispel is that there's some tangible maturity or wisdom that comes out of that. Like really the feeling of is that I just kind of forgot all of it.
Oh,
like, it just, I never think about it now, and I can in like a vague sense. Like now all of that cancer experience is just kind of a collection of like funny stories. Like if somebody else was in the hospital, I could talk to them about hospital stuff. And like I have a collection of all this stuff now.
Memories.
Yeah, I have memories, but no pain. Like none of the pain stuck with me. And the wisdom I experienced about like, you could fucking... After getting out of like a six round session or like a 6 day session or whatever, you walk outside and it's the weather, suddenly you're like, oh my god, everything feels so important. And so like so it's like at the time I felt like I was really like in direct contact with like like, oh, I'm being here alive. I'm being alive. Yeah. And then it just it's not like
that doesn't stick around.
It doesn't stick. No. Yeah. I went immediately back to worrying about
I feel like
everything.
There's like the analogy of like, yeah, I guess, what you're saying with maybe like a moment of like, you ever like a deer like sprints in front of your car and you're zapped into the moment.
Yeah.
You're like hyper aware, time slows down, like all this stuff. But then 2 minutes later, you're driving away. It's like it never happened.
Yeah. Yeah, that's I probably brought this up before, but about pregnant women that this might not even be true,
how
but the
fucking hot they are.
Yeah, I want
and their feet get all
them.
swollen.
Yeah,
yeah.
I want to pull out their I don't even want to. But how
they're all full of milk.
Well, you wonder like if carrying a child and then labor and everything is just such a painful.
Well, your body makes you forget it. Or
exactly. Yeah, it's like human beings are kind of wired to forget trauma and just move on and not carry. Pain and trauma with them around forever.
Yeah, that's why it's a disorder when it sticks around.
Yeah.
That's why it's post-traumatic stress disorder.
Yeah.
It's like it shouldn't do that.
Yeah, and if it does stick around for everybody else, it's, just deep in your fucking subconscious.
Oh,
it's going on in your dreams and shit.
Yeah, it's going on in your dreams. It's why pregnant women are attractive. It's why,
Specifically my mother.
It's why when you sit in the same car your mom drives, you get hard.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
No, I try not to think about that unless I'm asleep and hard and
jerking off. I try not to think about that unless I'm jerking off.
Yeah.
And then I come and I go, why?
I go, Mommy.
Why?
Why'd you do that to me, Mommy?
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to do this joke. Can I just pitch you this joke? It's a tag on my mom catching me jacking off thing. It was I'm trying to think of I was trying to think of how I phrased it, but just like because the thing is like my mom catches me and she keeps saying that's okay, you can do that, like from the other side of the door.
Yeah, thanks, Mommy.
And I go, thanks, Mommy, and I say if she saw what I jerk off to, she would not think it's okay. She would go, you have to stop right now.
Yeah. You could go, that is violent.
Yeah. Why are there? The tag. Why does there have to be 8 men?
Yeah.
Can it just be 1 man and 1 woman?
Goes, this is okay what you're doing. It's a natural process. You go, thank you, and then you press play. It's just a woman screaming.
Yeah, it's an octopus fucking raping a pirate.
Yeah. It's 2 guys.
It's 2 guy octopus. 2 gay octopuses having sex. No, it's literally like I'm like, Yeah, it's like, it's okay to do that. It's totally natural. I just look at hentai. I'm like, I don't think.
This is not natural.
I don't think so. Maybe in the 40s when he would just
Tifa
jerk off
from
to, like,
Final Fantasy getting fucked by an octopus is not chill.
Yeah, it's like, fucking whatever. Chun-Li having sex with a dragon.
Yeah. I mean, the Tifa one is one I've looked at.
Tifa?
Tifa from Final Fantasy. She's bad as hell, bro. Ooh, but I used to watch a lot of hentai. Anytime I encountered a girl in a video game, I would just switch over to the computer and just. It was always there. It was always there. Yeah. Yeah, Aola the Huntress from Skyrim. How are we at on time? I want to switch gears here in a second.
We're at 41 minutes.
Yeah, so we'll have time to clip. Movie talk?
We could do movie talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, so as far as...
Well, you were telling me your hot take.
What?
That Sinners is bad and you don't even like it.
Because there's black people.
Because there's too many blacks in it. You kept saying, what's with all the blacks?
Oh,
I go, it's not about that. I mean, it's about that, but it's...
This conversation sounds familiar.
It sounds like you were saying, you go, ugh, why does there got to be two of them?
No, but
you saw two Michael B. Jordans. You said, why does there got to be two of that fucking piece of shit?
Yeah.
I go, he's the main character. He's playing two guys. That's hard.
And they're criminals?
What else is new?
I'm glad we started from this place. Well, that's the hot take corner.
My hot take corner is that I think Sinners is overrated.
Yeah, and I think you're half right. I think it's I mean, YMS.
I think it's a fine movie.
It is good, and I understand why everybody likes it. And I'm gonna echo something pretentious that Your Movie Sucks said.
Okay.
That became like a kind of meme. Is on his podcast he called it a normie masterpiece. Which I kind of exactly see the point he's making, which is like my dad. His movie of the year is Sinners.
Yes.
It's like for normal people, it's got everything. It's like entertaining. It's got sex, which I did appreciate how horny it is. Honestly,
I like the horny.
It's like the one subversive thing I liked was like, oh, we're just fully eating pussy right now. It's awesome. And he doesn't give a fuck. He was like, your pussy stinks. I love it.
Yeah.
But no, it's just an entertaining genre. Like it's got vampires and a big vampire battle at the end, which is the stuff that I didn't really care for. I'm like,
that's what I think. That's why I think it's sort of strange. Like, I don't know. Maybe that's just like a bias I have, like a genre bias.
Yeah.
I think if something is like,
well, there's
if like something was it's like if John Wick. Not that it's the same, but like if someone was like John Wick's a very good movie, but we all kind of know.
Well, it's got every trope.
There's way more subtext and stuff going on in Sinners than John Wick. There's a bad comparison.
Yes,
but,
that's another part of the normie masterpiece thing is an entertaining vampire kind of romp.
Yeah.
While also having enough artsy moments and subtext in it to dissect.
Well, being like an extended metaphor,
Yeah, I mean, it's not fucking the deepest. It's not like an inaccessible movie or anything.
Yeah. That getting you?
In my throat. But no, it's there's enough to chew.
You know what's the problem is? I think I fell for. This is something that gets me all the time. Is that people say it's like the greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
That it's like a genius, perfect film, and then I watch it. I go, yeah, it was pretty good, but it wasn't that good.
Yeah.
But I listen too much to like anticipate, like what's the word, like hype or anticipation.
Yeah, know what people think about.
I know what people think already, and that's in my head while I'm watching the movie. And I think it kind of spoiled it for me.
So there's almost
if I had seen that movie and no one told me anything about it, I'd probably think it was way better than I did.
Well, with Sinners and with even One Battle After Another to an extent, which is a movie I like.
Yeah.
Or before our controversial opinion is Everything Everywhere All at Once is not that great.
Not that great.
But there's like two conversations happening right now where
do you think
there's my opinion of the movie, which is like so separate from it's overrated.
Yeah.
Like it's overrated is almost like it's just like
it's a comment on a comment.
Yeah, and also I think us in particular are pretty picky.
Yeah.
Which is I like that I like picking apart movies. Yeah. I like talking about stuff I liked or I didn't like, so that when I see a movie like Anora or Marty Supreme or like something that really I'm like, yeah, I got nothing. I just loved it.
Yeah. That it could be fun.
Then it's better. Then I'm like,
I was thinking about that with Everywhere All at Once, comparing it to Sinners.
Mm-hmm.
Like there is a sort of commonality there.
Yeah. Like,
there is like a through line.
Mm-hmm.
Like not, obviously it's a genre, like it's a genre extended racial metaphor. Or it's there's race in it, but there's also, it's more, I guess, about family. But
yeah, I do think One Battle is a weirder movie, and I like that.
Yeah.
Because for me, the thing I didn't like about Sinners was mostly like
how by the books it was.
I mean, for the first half, it actually kind of had me, and not in like a it's doing something totally different, but it was, it was like cool characters, and it's almost in like a Tarantino-y way, where and that's what it reminded me of.
They did do the thing, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
They did do that, and I was like, come on.
Yeah.
Like, I a little bit when he goes to the grocery store and he sees his old friend, and he's like, smoke.
Yeah.
We're
getting the band back together.
We're getting the band back together. And I was just like, okay. Like, I don't know. It took me out of it a little bit.
It's a common critique. It's the same structure of From Dusk Till Dawn. It's like a completely separate movie, and all of a sudden it just totally switches gears into this kind of vampire action movie in one location where they're defending a single house. It's the same. It's like so similar. And I think it does it more tastefully than like kind of From Dusk Till Dawn, which is more of a B movie.
It's a B movie.
So, but even then, when they're like, all right, they're laying out all the stuff. We got garlic. There's shots of people cutting
the
steaks.
Montage.
And I'm like, we've seen this for 100 years.
I know, we've seen it forever, dude. Like, we're laying it all out. We got a can of beans, four flashlights, three
was
jerkies.
Like the moment in the movie where I'm like, this jumped the shark for me.
Yeah.
And I'm just not interested in like a giant fight scene with
vampires.
I'm
not interested in a giant fight scene.
And I love a giant fight scene, but one, is it the best movie of the year because it has a big vampire fight, and also I feel like I've seen it before.
That's what I felt like. I felt like I'd seen it before.
Yeah, your point about like genre. It's not that I don't like genre movies, but I think like what makes something genre is literally just the utilization of like certain tropes. Yeah. It's just stuff we've seen before.
Which makes it more exactly.
Yeah.
So if it's stuff you've seen before,
it's familiar.
That makes it kind of tough to like put it up against, because One Battle doesn't feel, I don't think I've seen a movie like that before, really. I'm trying to think of the closest thing.
Well, you can see PTA in it for sure, in the humor and the visuals and stuff.
Yeah. But it's his movie.
Yeah.
I mean, it's his own style.
Which is why I prefer that to
Sinners.
Sinners, yeah. I mean, there's it's not doing anything new, but I get why people like it, and I liked it. But there's also, and this is two white guys discussing Sinners. So just let's lay that out.
Yeah.
We liked Marty Supreme. I don't know what to say. I can't defend myself here, but let's just talk about it. There is a lot of hype around sort of black filmmakers like Ryan Coogler and like Jordan Peele, and who's the other? There's one more, whatever. But like when Black Panther was nominated for
Best Picture.
Best Picture, it's a very...
it's a Marvel movie.
It's upfront saying, like, really, like, the only thing making this movie prestigious is the fact that it's representation in a mainstream movie that we hadn't seen before.
Yeah.
Which is true and is valuable, but to me, totally separate from...
ranking something
or just the film itself.
Yeah.
It is
it's funny too.
It has
like,
nothing to do with the movie.
I'm getting sucked up into this world, and I'm almost like kicking myself out of it, just because I'm just like, why are we giving out awards? What does this even mean? What is the point of any of this? What is this like patting yourself on the back thing? It's just bizarre.
Well, the reason it's for one, it's just kind of fun because it's like a sports team. You root for
it's like
it.
sports. Like that's the thing. It's like it's making this most subjective thing in the world objective, which is strange.
Yeah, like for me, I would love for Marty Supreme. I just thought that was the best movie of the year. I would be fine if that won.
Yeah.
I would be fine if One Battle won. But same with like Ethan Hawke versus Timmy. Like if either of them won, I'd be happy. And then if something bad wins, you're like, what the fuck, dude?
That's bullshit.
F1?
yeah. F1? Best Picture F1?
Yeah, but
fuck it, I'm rooting for F1.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go on Polymarket and put $10,000 on F1.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. I mean, nobody expects F1 to win, but that was a big shock to me. I'm like, whatever. But but no. And the other one is there's a meta thing of, it does matter a little bit as far as like what gets made. Like if things that represent your taste get wins,
that's good for your taste.
Like a big argument now is like all these kind of great movies. Like I don't think Marty made a lot of money. I don't think One Battle has made its budget back.
No.
These movies are
Marty
kind of
make its money back?
close to, if not. But
how much money did Marty cost?
like 80 mil, which is
Oh,
kind
I
of a
think it made
lot
it
for a
back.
movie
I
like
think it made
that.
it back.
Yeah, well, you need to make like twice the amount of money because of marketing.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah,
that makes
there's a
sense.
whole thing there, but the argument is a lot of these movies get made without the expectation of making their money back.
Right.
It is purely like this movie exists to win awards for that studio. And then if the studio has an Oscar, more actors and stars want to work on their
for
films
them.
and stuff. So there
So
is
it's
like
prestige.
it's its own economy of like awards
Okay.
season.
Well, then I don't mind it.
Yeah.
Now I'm back.
Yeah, but it's still at the end of the day, it's like it doesn't
an
really matter.
arbitrarity.
Yeah, it's like stupid.
Yeah. No, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
What's-
I thought that was interesting. I don't know.
I mean, the hot takes thing is like it is funny to go like
I think best original script is I like I'll say this. I'll say things I like about Sinners.
Mhm.
I like that it's like an original non-IP thing that's a smash success.
I love
That's
that.
awesome.
Yeah, more of that. Same with
More of that.
same with Everything Ever All at Once.
Yeah,
I'm like
that's
I didn't
great.
really care for the movie that much. However, I would love to see
See
A24
more
make
movies.
more fun movies.
Yeah,
That isn't inaccessible.
right.
You know,
Like it's a comedy. It's fundamentally a comedy.
it's a comedy. It's got great action scenes, and
Yeah.
it's weird and
Yeah.
quirky, and generally
and
accessible
it's
to
not
anybody.
fucking Captain America.
Yeah, like maybe my dad wouldn't love it, but it is an accessible movie.
Mhm.
Like everybody can kind of
Yeah,
understand it and like things about it. And I would love for A24 to make more
accessible shit.
just fun stuff. Yeah, like
Less
you know,
horror.
it doesn't have to be Green Knight. You
Yeah.
know, it's like it doesn't have to be impenetrable. I also don't want them to be spending all this fucking money on movies that are gonna bomb, like
Yeah,
Northman
right.
and stuff. Or,
Yeah.
you know, but it is funny that like with just saying like I liked it is almost
A hot take.
A hot take where it's
Instead
like
of
I
loved it.
liked Sinners. Yeah, I didn't
Yeah,
think it was
yeah.
perfect, and all of a sudden that's like a hater.
Yeah,
But I think we're kind of pretentious in that way, where I've always found myself saying like, "Yeah, it was okay,"
It
and
was
everybody
okay.
being
I'm
like,
like,
"What?"
"What?"
Yeah,
I'm like, I don't know.
yeah. But I just like picking apart stuff I did and didn't like about something, and
Yeah.
and I'm generally right about everything. So
Yeah,
it's,
you
know.
never get it wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I think you know, it's but like one battle is one where I go, yeah, I think generally everyone agrees like the first, you know, half of the movie I'm like amazing. I'm strapped in. This
Yeah.
is like incredible. And then kind of lost me a little bit. There was some boredom and just stuff that
Yeah,
didn't make a ton of sense.
yeah. I'm also just I was really into just Lockjaw, and I was like, I'd watch a whole Lockjaw movie.
Yeah.
I love this guy.
You're like black chicks.
Yeah, I love him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's great. I mean, we could have been friends.
Yeah.
I like him licking the
Mhm.
comb.
Yeah.
Bizarre.
Mhm.
There was an interesting split up, or whatever it's called. Like both those guys are up for supporting actor.
Mhm.
Benicio and I was like, I liked Sean Penn way more than I liked Benicio. He was a cool character,
Yeah.
but like he had just some funny lines. Few small beers,
A few small beers.
ocean waves.
Courage.
Yeah,
Courage.
yeah. He was like
Yeah.
he was a great comic relief, but
Mhm.
I felt like Sean Penn was like his face was bizarre. He was like
Yeah.
all red and like crazy looking. The way he walked was bizarre. When he gets his face all mangled, like I'm like, this is crazy.
Yeah, well, I have.
When he dies in the
No, he was incredible.
It was
You don't even
unbelievable.
recognize him, but to me, I find it weird when there's things like that, like when Brad Pitt won for, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood,
Mhm.
because he's the same thing. I was like, yeah, he's a really cool character, but I don't really understand what goes into this win. Like,
this performance.
yeah, because there's this maybe like misinformed assumption that I have that like in order to like really be recognized or to consider something a great performance is if like you cry really hard.
Yeah.
You know, or like if you're really like going for it. Like
Yeah,
I'm like
yeah,
that was
yeah.
a great or it's transformative in some way.
Yeah, that's more important to me, I guess.
Yeah, like to me when I consider the greatest actors, it's guys like Christian Bale or like Joaquin Phoenix where
Yeah,
I'm like
yeah.
I don't even know what their regular I don't
Niro.
even know what they're regularly like cuz they seem like
Pacino. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
just they can mold into fucking anybody.
yeah, Philip Seymour Hoffman
Yeah.
or like fucking yeah, as opposed to just, you know, like a
Carrot Top.
superstar like
Yeah.
Brad Pitt where there's when it can almost take me out of a movie where I'm like that's Brad Pitt. That's not
Right.
that's not that guy. It's-
Leo's getting that way a little bit. But
Yeah.
I thought Leo's character was kind of fine. Like I really like
he's just doing the dude.
he's kind of doing the dude. And I thought it was the right thing to do, but I didn't think that like it was a blowing like I mean cuz he's up against Marty
Mhm.
and I'm like Marty's way better.
Yeah.
It's not even close.
Yeah. I mean, and Timmy's one where I'm like, he can transform.
Timmy about 30.
We're so Timmy about 30. Trying to stack 100 million. We got a billion. Holy fuck! What a wonderful feeling.
Timmy about 30.
Yeah. Well, he transforms in a way that I'm just very impressed with. Like
Paul Muad'Dib.
Yeah, I mean, just killed it.
And he like plays it like, you know, it's.
There's no Timmy persona yet that he's like doing in every movie.
Yeah. I read Dune, and if you watch the Lynch one, it's bad.
Yeah.
I mean, it's bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's really bad. And Paul Atreides in that, like, I love that guy. What's his name? Kyle MacLachlan.
Yeah, Kyle MacLachlan. Yeah,
he's awesome. I love that guy.
Mm-hmm. A Lynch favorite.
Lynch. Yeah, I mean him and but
like alt girls love him.
Oh yeah, he's an alt king. He's daddy.
Yeah,
he's so daddy. Oh my god, he's daddy. But yeah, just compared to like his character maybe in like Blue Velvet or something, like that makes perfect sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's totally Kyle MacLachlan. He's like weirdly, he's like a handsome quarterback, but he's also like involved in like the most crazy shit you've ever seen in your fucking life. He finds an ear covered in ants on the floor.
Yeah, you ever see the chicken walk?
Was that in that?
That's in the movie. He goes, he just starts
oh
walking.
Yeah. You completely buy that dude. That you know, he's so baby girl in that.
Yeah.
But him as Paul Atreides is one of the most bizarre because you're like he's supposed to be like a boy. He's supposed to be like a boy, and he's also supposed to like. They also added all these things that are not in the book, but anyway, the point is, I buy Timmy. As Muad'Dib, you know.
Yeah, I mean that speech, the Buka guy. I mean that is. It's just you're like I get it. He's
right.
He's a little guy, and
it'd
totally.
It'd be so easy for that to be like sci-fi, like you know. What's that shitty fucking Scientology movie? It's like Battlefield Earth Core.
Yeah.
You know, it could just take you out of it. This is cornball shit.
And the fact that he looks like a little boy, and yet you believe that he's like commanding all of this respect.
Right.
And you're there the whole way. You're like, dude, he's the fucking chosen one.
He's a waif. He's like 105 pounds.
And then for Bob Dylan, I heard that he was cast as Bob Dylan. I went, no. I'm like, no
really?
fucking way. I'm like, no, that was when I heard he was cast. And then I saw the movie. I'm like, great impression.
Job.
I'm like, great Bob Dylan.
He nailed Bob Dylan. I mean, that movie was mediocre, but
that's the only thing you can say about it is he was good.
He was unbelievable.
Yeah.
But he can't play the goddamn electric guitar. All right? I was pissed.
I
started booing.
Was that true? He played it on SNL.
No. I'm saying... I'm pissed at Bob Dylan. I'm still pissed off about it. It's a goddamn folk fest. It's the Newport Folk Festival.
Yeah.
And you're playing the goddamn electric...
This noise?
That racket?
Yeah.
You fucking kid. I'm still livid about it.
That was the whole movie. Is just,
you can't go electric. You're plugging in a guitar.
Yeah. That's like every fucking biopic now, which is a new... Every year there's a new fucking guy that gets nominated.
What's the... Not Bob Seger. Why am I blanking?
The Boss.
The Bosch.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bruce Springsteen.
Bruce Campbell. Yeah, Bruce Springsteen. It was him doing that. Is it Oklahoma? What's the record?
Yeah,
Nebraska.
Nebraska, yeah.
Some other fucking shithole. A shithole by any other. No, I'm kidding. I love Nebraska. Never been there. I've been to Oklahoma.
Yeah.
I've driven through it. I've never been there. I've actually never been there. I correct that.
It's an album.
Yeah, this is the name of my first album. Sorry, I didn't mean nothing by it. Nebraska, a shithole, other name. Sorry, I didn't mean that. I love Nebraska. Actually, I've never been there. I'm sorry. No, but yeah, it's like, you can't make a lo-fi record. You're the boss.
Yeah.
And you're like, who gives a shit?
No, it's you can't go electric, and him saying like, yes, I can. My name is Bob Dylan.
What if I just plugged in my guitar? What if I just plugged it in?
Yeah, it's me, famous musician, Bob Dylan, also known as Robert Zimmerman.
Born in Hibbings, Montana. Or wherever.
You know, that guy that you've all heard.
Yes. Yes, it is you, Bob Dylan, but you play the acoustic guitar.
I think that's my biggest problem with these biopics, that I'm just like, I hate when I see it. Even with Nouvelle Vague, that fucking Richard Linklater movie that came out about Breathless, it's always a fucking genius, like eccentric artist, whether it's Freddie Mercury or fucking Godard. It's everyone going, you can't do it like this, and them going like, yes, I can. In the future, this is the most important thing that's ever happened.
In the future, you will thank me.
They know, like in the movie, they're like winking at the camera, being you know, it's just silly to me. There's nothing really like.
That's why Dewey Cox is so good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just. I mean, it figured it out like fucking forever ago. And yet we're still making these.
I mean, they did a Bob Dylan parody before there was a Bob Dylan movie.
What? In Dewey Cox?
Or there was a Bob Dylan movie. Actually, there was where Kate Blanchett played him for a second.
I haven't seen it, but it seems
broad.
Interesting. Yeah. Well, there were different phases, and she was one of them.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
She was just a brief. She was in my movie. It was black and white.
And I was there
I was like Kate
tugging my shit like
wish
crazy.
Bob Dylan was so sexy. But yeah, I guess so they did do it after, but it was after Walk the Line, which was huge.
Yeah.
Walk the Line wasn't that way.
I thought that was what it was parodying,
But yeah, no. I mean, like Walk the Line wasn't like he's some genius.
Oh yeah.
I don't think
because it's them doing everything.
It's more just about him being like a kind of irresponsible. And he's just it's the scene in the closet with Tim Meadows when he goes, "You don't want no part of this."
Yeah.
Is it give you a hangover? No. Is it expensive? It's the cheapest shit there is. Will I get addicted? No. This is one of the best bits ever. But so like Walk the Line is like him just like kind of he has a 15-year-old wife and whatever the fuck.
Well, it's just
he starts doing painkillers and cheating on his wife.
It's just a very specific structure. I'm sure Elvis was like that. I haven't seen it.
I love Elvis.
Yeah, but does it not hit every one of those beats though?
No, Elvis is about just Elvis being tormented by the Colonel.
Oh.
And the Colonel ruining his life and fucking him over at every fucking chance he gets and being he was a murderer from Europe.
Mm-hmm.
He murdered his wife.
Wow.
You
know this at the beginning of the movie?
No, they don't even mention it in the movie. I just did like some cursory research on it. But like the Colonel like murdered. That's why he has like an implacable accent.
Yeah.
It's because he's just trying to sound like he's from this. Like I'm from Oklahoma, but he's really like Swedish or something.
Yeah.
And he like murdered his wife in Sweden or Germany or somewhere, and then like fled to the States, and then just became the Colonel, who was like a talent agent in the South.
Fire name.
That's when he goes, "He's what? Yeah, that part. He's what?
Yeah.
He's what? He's what? He's what? Money, dollar signs go on. Yeah. But that movie's awesome because it'll just be like 1952 Memphis, and then a Doja Cat song will play, and then there's like 90 cuts in 4 seconds.
It's like anachronistic.
It's crazy. Yeah. It's just a bizarre. And Austin Butler was really good as Elvis.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "Can I get a order chili fries?"
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck yeah, I love this guy. Can I have sex with my cousin?
Yeah.
I want to have sex with pretty ladies who were 14 years old. And then the Colonel's like, "Yes."
Yeah, awesome. I did watch Priscilla, and that was like fine.
Is that about Priscilla Presley?
Yeah, and Jacob Elordi.
Is that the broad? Is that his wife?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like 14 years old. It was fine. It felt like super low budget.
I'll pick you up from school.
Yeah.
I don't want to have sex with you, Elvis. I'm 14.
There is a really funny line where Elvis gets really into philosophy.
Nice.
And he's like, "I gotta think." Like, he's like, "I'm reading my books."
I'm reading my books.
Yeah.
Ever heard about this cave nonsense?
Yeah.
It's an allegory.
Yeah.
It's an allegory.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
We should watch a movie soon, but is there any other hot takes you got for this
some Oscar bait hot takes? I don't know. Hamnet is a stupid word.
It's a name.
It's a stupid name. Hamnet?
Yeah.
Sounds like you're catching ham with a net. Bullshit. Next.
I did watch that one, and it is just like, it's one of those movies where it's just sad, and I'm like, man, those actors can really cry. Basically all I got.
These motherfuckers be crying like a bitch. What else is in the news? What else is on there? Begonia's really good. It's not going to win much.
Yeah, cool. It got nominated.
I think Eddington is kind of underrated.
It is underrated. I
think Eddington. And here's the thing. Here's what I'll say.
Yeah, this is another thing we texted about.
This is like a one battle Eddington battle because they're like cousins, those movies.
Mm-hmm.
And because there is this like contemporary extremist politics thing going on.
Yes.
And it's relevant and it's sort of satirical, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Eddington is way more of a straight farce. Like it's like down the middle.
It is a satire. It's making specific,
a pure like black
specific
comedy.
points and parodies that leaves you with a lot to think about with society.
Yeah, and I appreciate that it's spelling it out. Like there's no like ambiguity. And it's interesting. It's like this is obviously subjective and just preference, but I liked One Battle, but I got to rewatch Eddington just because when I saw it in the theaters, I loved it.
And we had a great conversation after because there was just a lot to chew on, and I think it was making interesting points about the world.
Yeah, it kind of said it just kind of said a lot of things. I
often go
so
back to that movie when I'm thinking about politics or whatever. Of like, just who's really in power. The way
Austin
that we're kind
Butler's character, the fucking the random like militia.
Yeah,
the,
we're
the
just
dark,
being
the deep state militia that's on the private jet, and the fucking what's it called? The enemy of the the villain of the movie being a fucking tech data center,
and that all of these kind of like rabbit holes and like directions and emotions people have are sort of exist in service of people in real power.
Yeah.
And it's not like the real thing that's happening in the background is these giant billionaires kind of taking over everything
while we have these in New Mexico
while we have these battles on the ground
Right.
based on our social media algorithms.
Yeah.
It's like it's a very pointed observation that I think was funny that a lot of people misinterpreted.
What do you mean?
Just on the internet, like I saw so many leftists get fired up about the movie's critiques of like hot button issues like George Floyd, which it had the balls to kind of like explore. And I don't think it was making it. It wasn't even making real like. It wasn't presenting a political point or a call to action of any kind. It was like.
Well, it does have this like. There is the note of like there are more important things than identity politics right now.
Yes. Yeah, which I mean it is, part of the point of the movie is like the whole idea of like kind of rage that exists on apps like TikTok is kind of like what the movie is pointing at is like really bad for society, which generally I would probably agree with that that like vague statement. Like these kind of like just nonstop communication, nonstop opinions, nonstop fighting that takes place on these apps is bad. And then you have people on TikTok saying like kind of arguing with each other about Eddington is kind of like a funny
meta moment.
Yeah, it's like ironic.
Yeah.
But I do think those two movies though are trying to do very different things.
Yeah,
like totally different.
Yes, they're completely different in that way.
Different goals.
But I almost think like there's something more. I don't want to say brave or something, but there is like what Eddington like sought out to do. Like, I think you can tell it's far less popular than One Battle.
Or it didn't make any money.
It's like lost a bajillion.
And it's a way less accessible movie.
It's way less accessible. It's way weirder. It's way darker.
Most people could finish that and be like, I don't know what the fuck I just saw.
Yeah, I know. I was
even a little lost like toward the end.
Totally
it's a movie you got to chew on. I mean, like it's
I
think he's influenced a lot by like Kaufman's later work, like Synecdoche and stuff. Which of course Synecdoche New York didn't make money. It's like you finish these movies and you go, I gotta watch that again.
Yeah, I gotta watch Synecdoche again. I watched it once. I didn't get a fucking thing.
Yeah, and I get it. These movies are fucking long. It's like asking a lot of an audience to think about something really hard and watch it again. But that's what great art does: is you have to think about it.
Yeah, or you don't. Yeah, not necessarily. I guess it's like. What's it called where you're just like taking risks? It's like it's experimental. It's
ballsier.
It's ballsier.
There's an accusation of being a bit indulgent for sure.
Yes.
And I think,
but even that, there's almost like a double reverse Uno card of that. It's like I'm gonna fucking indulge.
Yeah.
Or like I'm gonna risk being indulgent.
Yeah. Which I like that.
There's a kind of bravery.
But I think what bugs me about the past two Ari Aster movies, it doesn't bug me. Yeah, I watched Bo after, and it's similar in a lot of ways. I think Eddington's a lot more interesting, but they're like willingly. It's kind of creating a distance between you and what's happening. Yeah. It's all very ironic. It's all very symbolic. It's like
detached and bizarre.
You are being detached from the movie. Yeah. It's not asking you to genuinely get invested in like the dramas of these characters at all. It's like you're supposed to laugh at Joaquin Phoenix more than you are supposed to root for him or really feel connected to. Well, I was thinking of Eddington, but I guess you could apply this to both. You don't feel directly connected to.
I felt like
a storyline.
I don't know. I felt a lot of sympathy, especially with his bizarre, depressive, strange. I thought Emma.
I do too, but I felt distance with all of those characters for sure. I was
more
looking at them being sort of representative of
they were
point.
They were like archetypal. They weren't like they weren't as so grounded. Mm-hmm. I agree. But I almost think that I mean that's just a different thing. They just
exactly as opposed to one battle which is another, which is a family drama,
right?
And a genre like action movie.
Yeah, it's a family drama that's set in this like political thing.
Yeah, I think I fully say like the politics of
as a political movie, I'm more interested in Eddington.
I just do not really see One Battle After Another as a particularly political movie. I think the politics of the movie are a backdrop for an I Am Your Father movie. It's like, I mean, Leo said this, and this gave me, gave me some perspective on it. Is it does share so much in common with like a Star Wars. I mean, if you look at it like in a macro sense, it's like he's on his way to save the princess from the evil guy who turns out to be her father. And you've got the Empire. It's like in a very, I'm not saying it's a direct one-to-one.
Abstraction. Well, it's very Joseph Campbell. It's
a fairy tale.
He's even
almost.
reluctant. He's the reluctant.
Exactly.
He's such a reluctant hero. He's like, Bob is called to whatever. And
he's got to get back into it, and he's got to save his daughter. I mean, so Eddington is a movie about like deconstructing, like our culture, whereas One Battle After Another is a movie about saving your daughter. And I think the only real political buy-in is you kind of have to, not be on the side of the fascists. That's like basically it. It's like
some guy's like, I love Lockjaw. He's amazing.
Yeah,
he's
like
awesome.
if you can watch the movie and just kind of like buy into the fact that these sort of like, borderline terrorist activists or like the Weather Underground or whatever. Like if you can buy these people as kind of cool and righteous.
Well, that's the pension part.
Yeah. And you don't even have to buy them as fully righteous. I think there's
Is it Vineland that it's based on? I don't remember.
Yeah, Vineland.
Yeah, I didn't read it.
But I don't know how
I've
close
only read
it's
Lot
based
49,
on,
which is sick. You should read it. It's very funny.
Yeah. But I see what you're saying about it.
I read one Pynchon book and I was like, so Pynchonian.
Yeah.
Would you say it's Pynchonian? I'm leaning over to a person I've never met.
Indubitably.
Very Pynchonian, sort of Kafka-esque in a Pynchonian way. Sort of a Kafka-Pynchonian hybrid.
Yeah. But I'm in no rush to watch Eddington again, but I did like it a lot. It was very funny.
Getting some Headington. That'd be pretty cool.
It's a good place to. That's a good place to wrap up. Get Headington.
Let's wrap things up. Thanks for listening. We love you very much.
Yeah. Let us know in the comments if you want us to talk more media.
Yeah. Sorry, Two Fly Ass White Boys Love Marty Supreme. Sorry.
My bad.
Sorry, we got
sinners.
motion.
More like no.
No,
cutting that. Yeah.